What's going on? It's the Rap Nerd, and I had some free time today, so I figured I would see another horror movie that released over the weekend called Night Patrol. And the story follows a young cop in LA who is looking to join this secret task force by the name of the Night Patrol, who services the impoverished areas, and they pretty much are an attack on gang violence and narcotics and all that type of thing. But he soon finds out that there is more to come from this gang of officers than meets the eye. So really, I'm here because the concept of the trailer looked like it could be cool. It was like, on one hand, this could possibly not be good, but on the other hand, if it's executed well, this could be great. And I know that there were a lot of people who felt the same way. My wife was one of them. As we watched the trailer, we were like, we'll see. So I'm here to give the folks who are wondering that what they want to hear. I think the movie's okay, right? It had potential, like there is something there, and that's really the reason why I'm doing this review, because typically if I don't have anything nice to say about films, I just don't speak about them. There are a lot of movies that I see that are new throughout the year, but I just don't post a review because I don't like talking negatively about film, because I feel like, yeah, I can critique movies I don't find to be good, but I don't know, me feeling like a peer, because I'm also wanting to be a writing director, I just opt out on movies that I don't have much positive criticism for. But here I do, so I think the concept again is pretty cool. This idea that these cops, this task force, if you will, are a band of vampires, and it kind of gives credence to this idea of cops being able to just do what they want. You got the badge, you have a license to kill, you have a license to just mess up people's lives, and you're held unaccountable, and nobody really can mess with you. And it's like, here, they're vampires, so you really can't do shit about that. And it even dives deeper into that as the movie, continues. And I like what they did, especially with Justin Long's character, because you learn that he wanted to be a cop because of his family members, and the way that it ties all of that up full circle was like the chef's kiss. I was like, oh, that is a good idea. And then Justin gives a pretty good performance as well. I feel like he's one of those actors that he doesn't really pick stuff that isn't interesting when you look at his filmography. So he's really what brought me into wanting to see this movie, and I think he did a good job. And again, that lore just was really dope. But where this thing fell short at is also one of the reasons why I wanted to give my critique to any other directors and writers who are in the same space as this one. All of the hood stuff in this film kind of was just like the about it, because it just felt too try hard and forced. And I want to address that. I think this movie would have definitely been elevated had there been better acting from more hood and the hood side of what we're witnessing, because that's where the movie pretty much takes place. So the film is like split down the middle with who you're with. You're with the cops part of the time, and then you're in the hood the other part of the time. And I just think that the performances on this side weren't strong enough to compare to Justin Long. And I believe Jermaine Flowers, he also plays another cop that is with Justin Long, and his performance was good as well. So I think there are two things here. When it comes to casting, find better actors, and I would say it's a budgetary thing, but you can find actors who are great on the come up, who aren't going to charge as much as, more B-list or A-list, but find better actors that suit the role, and find actors that are of the place that you're depicting to make whatever you're trying to depict be authentic, especially for movies involving black folks, and wanting to depict this type of neighborhood feel. You got to find people of the setting to make it feel real, and that's where it didn't connect with me. And again, I said actors because of course they got YG in here, and Freddie Gibbs, he's not from California, but like I said, you have rappers. They're not really actors. They're just here to kind of trying to add some authenticity through, their music and all of that. But again, they don't act. So a lot of their acting felt a little stale, and you could tell it was just them memorizing the lines and kind of spewing it out. And it definitely detracted from those moments. Even another character in the story was R.G. Clyer, I believe is his name. He played Billy in the newer Power Rangers. He's actually a great actor, but I think that he couldn't get the California thing down right. So to me, it just felt like he was cosplaying as a West Coast dude more so than coming off that way. And again, that's what I'm saying about getting talent who is actually from the place that you're trying to depict. because I feel like somebody like Lakeith Stanfield, who's from Los Angeles, would have been able to do that role even more justice and depict what the people of that life are really like. And pretty much all the other characters who are on that side of representing the hood of the West Coast and Los Angeles specifically don't bring it in a way that it's supposed to be brought. Alright, so sorry, I didn't realize my microphone died until I was editing and it was just blank audio as I kept talking, so I'm here to just wrap things up. So I do like the idea and the concept here, and you have to see the movie to really understand what I mean about the cop thing, but really I just wanted to make this video for any up-and-coming writer and directors who want to dabble in this lane of cinema when it comes to our communities. Just get better actors to have better performances, and I guarantee it'll make the movie a lot better, because that would have definitely made this film better if the portrayals were more authentic and less try hard, as I mentioned. So if you're still interested in Night Patrol, it probably will be on Shudder soon. Definitely give it a watch on there if you're not interested in cinemas. But if you've seen the movie, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. You think it was great how it was, or do you think it could use some else to make it better? Anyway, but this kind of content, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you already are subscribed, thank you. And until next time, peace.
RapNerd Productions, no capping, that's word to mommy. Instead of banking on it, now rapping is just a hobby.